Hello survivors, hello! Welcome to the stream, guys. I hope you're having a good weekend. Thus far. Hope everything's going good. We just had, I believe, day 2 of Walker Weekend to start with the roadmaps. Get that second Walker leg, open that second roadmap, blitz through it. I think my faction has probably finished the Walker mission already. I think I killed like 1,000 of the 100,000, 1,500 maybe. I know there were some people who are just blitzing it. I'll check out the scoreboards, see who did the most progress there. Who have we got in chat? What's up, Vaz, Keith, and Bretland? Top 3 of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good weekend. What's up, Kathy, Aiden, Valiant, Bashaun, Danut, Michael? What? You can farm? Yes, you can farm the eggs. The drop rate is pretty bad. You can only farm it from a specific stage or stages. It might change every now and again. I'm not sure, but I did a guide on the Easter event. I'm going to continue doing guides on events just because I basically have been told that it's really useful for people who don't have a lot of time to look into stuff. Quick, you know 8 to 10 minute guide just on a walkthrough of what you've got to do on the event just to keep people on track. Then I'm happy to do that. It helps my channel, and if it helps people too, great. Great. I'm taking the mic. I stopped. Okay, okay. Okay. Overlay still up. You're still on the intro to a certain extent. Still on the intro. This is still the intro. I just came in a little bit earlier. Sometimes when I start my stream, I then decide, hey, this is a good time to go to the bathroom, go get a drink. And sometimes I start my stream and I've already done all that and I'm just sitting here just like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I'll sit here for 5 minutes, but then sometimes I just chat. So that was theoretic. I always do 49 stage 5. I should probably start doing stage 6 so I can get the flak jackets because I think I've got a lot of beanies. I think I've got a lot of the beanies. Let me have a little look. Let me see how the beanies are looking. Beanies 942, flak jackets probably like 53. There we go. I've literally farmed that stage. I've done 49.5 that many times. Like 900 times more than the other one. It's crazy. I think we'll just upgrade this farm. Just start getting it up D. And I think I've done what I need to do in level ups. We'll see. I mean, I'm already dropping down, so I'm gonna want to be top 50 there. For the time being, it's not too much of a problem. Sorry, my mic is in a kind of weird place. One sec. Do these walkers count towards our total? Not if we've already completed it. If we've already completed it, it's set in stone, the contributions. I'm guessing a lot of people would have just done the 2 roadmaps and not really farmed much. You know, it's kind of a down weekend, which is nice. It's pretty sunny in the UK today. I'm attempting to start to go walking again now that the weather's nicer on a more regular basis. But my legs, they're complaining about it. They're like, why are you doing this? Okay, let me have a little check. I think we've completed it because I did log on today to a bunch of basic rewards. Oh, maybe we haven't. Battle pass. I need to do 7 more, kill 7 more fighters. No, it doesn't look like we have. Okay. Where's this one down the bottom? Yeah. Oh, we're only at 64,000. Okay, I mean, 100,000 is a lot. What's the contributions like? Bretland, 4K. Damn. How far down am I? I think I've done at least 1,000. At least 1,000. There we go, 1,900. It's not too bad. If there's anyone on 0, that's kind of questionable. Yikes, because then they missed the first day of the roadmap. This is like a free promo pool. That's a bad miss. That's a bad miss. My weekend's going okay. I can't really complain too much. This new roadmap started up. I'm going to just go through the roadmap. Might as well. While I'm just sitting here chatting. I'm going to do some Eva pulls. I did pull Eva. Have I started working on a weapon? I don't think I have. I wasn't able to get all the X. I mean, you still got time. There's still time. There's still time. Only territory walkers don't count. Everything else does. Yep. Fortunately, I got the last 2 tunes from Level Up Rewards. And wow, Eva is a beast maxed. Nice. Nice. What stage is best for farming eggs? There's only one stage that you can farm eggs. Act 1, Stage 4. All the other stages do not drop eggs at all. I went over that in my guides. If you're ever wondering about events and stuff now, check my guide video for the event guide. So I'm gonna try and do one for every event that comes out now. The faction events are finally cooling down. Oh, what? Do we have a bunch in a row? Nope, we're still going. I mean, I kind of expected it. After one day, sorry, 65,000 walkers is a lot, so. For one, it seemed to drop more than the others. It only drops on... I'm pretty sure it only drops on Stage 4 of Act 1. What's up, Cygnus? Been out in the garden all day. Lovely day. Yep, it was very nice. Like, I generally wear like a hoodie, and it's just a fleece hoodie, but I had to take it off. It was like... It was getting that warm. It was t-shirt weather, you know? It was t-shirt. And, yeah. I mean, I was actually, like, thinking about having to clean my fan and stuff because it's going to be all dusty. Just in case we do get a sweltering day, I want to be able to turn it on instantly. Sam's gun is great. Oh, the Uncle Sam one. I hope Duck isn't the next Battle Pass character. I think it's a good chance he is. We'll have to see. I wonder if they're going to make a mythic AJ. I mean, maybe eventually. The current one is Season 1. So these are all Season 1 characters. That's all the ones that you're kind of seeing this time around. So they might do more seasons. Did 2 pities on Kenny, 160 pulls, and didn't get him at all. Rip. That is a rip. I mean, at least you got him to grade 5. Even at grade 5, he's still going to hit reasonably hard. He still gets the reflect block and all that, so... Yeah. Telltale Season 2, yes. I don't give a duck. Okay. Okay. I want him LB2, but it's too expensive. I'm saving all my tokens for when he gets added to the wheel. I'm at 410k right now. Okay, that's a plan. That is a plan. It will be a little while because it is a long wheel. It's a 4-week wheel. I'm just happy I got lucky. The only reason I'm happy I got lucky is now I've got some leftover coins that I could potentially put on someone else. You know? If they do another promo, which I think they're definitely going to be doing another Telltale promo. I could do at least an 80, if not maybe I might be able to get up to the 160 pulls again. If I can get up to 32,000. I'm at like 20k right now. I'll be at 21k, 22k by Monday because I'm doing the beta missions at the moment, and I think that's going to give me an extra like 350 to 400 coins. I've got leagues, and then I've got arenas, so potentially like another 1.5 to 2.5k coins coming my way. I'm definitely going to be doing some content aiding on the potential Telltale characters that are going to be coming out in the long distant future with the other seasons. I'm kind of just focused on this event at the moment. Once this event cools down, I'm going to do some other Telltale content, potentially, you know, like looking at future seasons and what characters I would like to see, what traits I want them to be. I'll probably do like I'll imagine that there'll be a mythic trial for every Telltale release they do, and I'll do like my top 8 characters, and that way it's like 6 of these 8. But I probably would do it in like top 6, but then like 2 honorable mentions or something. For instance, I think season 1 was very hard. There was a lot of good characters in season 1. You know, the characters that we missed out on, like Chuck, for instance, Omid, Krista, some big characters. So it's hard. It's hard. And we got a brand new character, which I actually kind of like. So, what's up, Kimmo What's up? Welcome to the stream. How do you get so many coins? The biggest trick to getting coins is just do not spend them. Honestly, I used to every now and again do 1 pulls, like I do like the odd 1 pull. Like, it's crazy how much 250 coins is in this game. To reaccumulate the coins that you spend on 1 pulls is nuts. And I hear these people who like get their league coins every week and just do 2 1 pulls. I'm just like, why don't you just save them? Why don't you just save? You know? But they don't. Not spending is the biggest way to get that coin number up. And you've got to get that coin number up crazy high now. Like back in the S-Class era, I think you needed 20k coins to have a decent pull of a character. You need 20k coins, whereas now, I think it was 100 pulls, right? Was it 100 pulls in the S-Class era? But now we're looking at like 500 pulls. Like, salute the whales, guys, because these guys are keeping this game going when it comes to the amount they pull. It is crazy, though, the amount of premiere events we're getting now, though, considering how many pulls is required to get characters. You know, I would have thought that was enough, but apparently not. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you very much for the likes on today's stream, guys. Who's better lead, Trader or Jackie? I think, like, just straight up leader. I think Jackie does lots more resist and stuff like that, but obviously the 50% attack for NWO characters is pretty important for Trader. I think the easier question to answer is which of the 2 characters is better when they're not a leader, which means which one of those 2 characters is the better character, and it's definitely Trader. You know, Trader could get into a team without being the leader. Even if he's got no other NWO characters, because he potentially can rush quite often and potentially can control quite often, because his rush can be quite heavy control, so it's nice. What did you take from the TWD stream? I'm probably going to be honestly going to create some content around some of that stuff. I haven't listened to it all the way through it. It's quite long. But I will say a lot of the info I maybe knew already. I knew Wizard quite well. I'd spoken to him quite a lot over the last couple of years, and so I knew him quite well. And obviously Link as well, of course. So quite a lot of the stuff I've heard before. So, but I'll give it a listen. I'll give it a listen. Probably like tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. I know this sounds crazy, like 4 days away, but I'm basically, when I get free time, I work on videos. Like right now, I had some free time. I was like, I haven't put a video out tonight or today. Sorry, what's happening right now in game? And I was like, oh yeah, this is the last chance you can farm the stage. So it's kind of a mixed bag, you know. Bring it to people's attention. Just like to just chill out and stream, get some content on my channel. I like to keep the ball rolling on my channel, you know. I was gonna say they only chose characters that survived throughout season 1, but Rip Duck. I mean, theoretically, we know that Lily survived, but she was only in like, wasn't Lily like only in like 2? Was she in 2 or 3 episodes? Yeah, she was only in 2 or 3 episodes. Molly was only in like 1. So, yeah. I prefer Davy leader. Davy. Oh, right, the red Davy. I think there is potential for Davy in the future. There are quite a lot of characters in that Holiday Heroes. It's just the only issue is he's competing directly with Herschel. I know he gets a bigger attack boost. Does he give attack boost to his allegiance or him? He gives it to his allegiance, so I think what they definitely need to do is change Ivanova over to being a Holiday Hero, and then you could have Davy lead, and then you could have Ivanova, and then you could have Eva on the same team, and you're going to be getting the huge bonus from there. The passive is Davy. You could potentially have Carl on that team too, and then obviously you could upgrade one of those 2 damage dealers to like Shiva if you manage to get Shiva. Or you could use Shiva against particular teams and then like Ivanova against particular teams. I think Ivanova-Eva combo against potentially a Priya defense team could actually be decent, just because the bonus HP removal, Ivanova nuke damage is going to be really high. I just got to think what the issue with that team would be. I guess it would be... I honestly guess it would be Decap. I guess it's going to be Decap. Otherwise, it sounds pretty good to me. Holiday Carl, yeah. Holiday Carl as well. 60% attack boost. How long does that last for? Is it forever or is it just for the first 2 turns? I think it's just for the first 2 turns. But we'll see. We'll see. They have talked about potentially balancing some older characters, and Ivanova would effectively not need any like kit tweaks except for allegiance, and it would make a big difference. It makes a lot of sense that she'd go into that allegiance too. There's still time for scripts to not add the Vengeance Specialist skill. Titan owners probably don't care, but rather annoying without normalize. I mean, I agree. I agree with the second half of that in terms of it. Like Titan, people with Titan won't care as much. People with Telltale teams won't care as much either, because both of those will be reflect blocked by Kenny, and you could just nuke the character who has it with Kenny. I don't agree with the first half where you're saying there's still time not to add it. When it gets to this point where they can talk about it, they've got a character lined up with it, you know? It's going to be the case, and that process is not a short one. That could potentially be a 3 to 6 month process of getting the specialist skill designed and all the man hours that go into it. They're not going to say, oh, we're not going to do this because of a little negative feedback. I do agree that we need more offensive specialist skills to deal with this stuff. I like Amped, but I prefer some specialist skills that don't give AP. Because those ones are, obviously there's going to be a hard counter coming in at some point. It's going to definitely be some sort of exhaust on defense teams, and then half these characters are going to be unusable. So I'm talking about like game game-breaking character effectively. Because there's not many attack team characters that are good, but a lot of them give AP, so they have to start thinking of characters that aren't going to gain AP to kind of like balance the situation when that finally happens. Like and sub to Lockdown. He knows his Walking Dead RTS. Just about. I've been playing it a little bit. Why does the Grimes family suck as a tune besides Rick 2K? Carl is actually a good character. The alert one. What does Vengeance do? It's a dual specialist, and it's bide and payback in the same specialist. I believe that was what it was advertised as. It sounds really bad, but it's basically going to work exactly the same way as a payback, except it's just going to do extra damage against the person who targets them. But you aren't going to be able to basic attack the character down. But if you deal with characters that have bide or payback, a lot of the time the easier ways to defeat these characters are through like infection and stuff like this. So, you know, these are still going to be a possible way of doing stuff. That's crazy. I mean, it is, but it's like more of the same of what they already provide. I think it would have been worse if it was like payback and something else. Like, I think payback and like Indomitable would have been crazy, because to take that character out, you do basic attacks and they just gain defense and be more tanky. And then if you nuke them, they're going to do the payback. I think that would be much more frustrating. This way, it's just doubling down on stuff you already know exists on that character, you know? I think diverse specialist skills are much harder to... dual specialists are much harder to deal with. Ones that are very similar, not as crazy. It sounds crazy, though. It will be frustrating. Don't get me wrong. It is going to be stronger than the payback. It is going to be stronger than the bide, but I don't think it's going to be like... What's the word? Is it potentially? You know what I mean? It's not going to be like 5 times stronger. It's going to be like 1.2 times stronger than one of the others. I don't think it's going to be twice as strong. You'll need a good crit team for the Walker leg map. Oh, should I should be taking a crit team. I just got like my old attack team here. Do you think it might stop people from attacking in raids and revenge and war? They already slowed the game with the meta defense now. This is a really good point, actually, and I've actually been looking at other games quite a bit, and I see certain games come through, and I see complaints about certain things with certain games, and then like there's a game that I play right now, and I'd say this game is really fun. But one of the things I've identified in the game, there's a certain situation that is annoying, and it is effectively their raid system. It's way too tanky, right? And it gets boring. And I was like, this is bad. And then I saw a couple of the content creators making a video about the fact that it is way too tanky. It's kind of boring style, one-dimensional defense teams. And that's kind of what RTS is like. Very, very tanky defense teams, very one-dimensional. It's about making you, like... Everyone knows that the best way to have a war defense is to make it as slow as possible to kill you. So that people either give up or it takes them ages to take HP off of you. And that's because of the war design, you know? You need to survive to be able to hit yourself. This is why I think part of Onslaught was good, because you didn't need to be alive. Your defense team didn't need to be alive to be able to attack. Which is generally how it goes in most games. But this is what is up with war. It's the way it is. I just started another stage with the same team. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Those drop rates are something, aren't they? Yeah. What can you do? What can you do? I did farm the full 50. I wanted the drops. I wanted the pulls. I might not do the last Easter egg farm though. But I did farm the full 50. Is there going to be more Onslaught? I forgot about it. Ever. Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see. We shall have to see. I think there's two things RTS needs to do this year. If they're talking about this being like the year of the feature, they need to revitalize all the dead features and create at least one new one. I know they've got a new one in beta, but it's not really a game feature like a game, you know, gameplay feature. I'm talking about a new gameplay feature. It doesn't have to be massive. Like, they're on the right track with these Walker Weekends. If they could somehow create a Walker Weekend game feature, rather than it being us doing some roadmaps, it was actually like some brand new thing. That would actually be kind of cool. I have actually got a team set up for it already. Let me see. Where's my glean? I think I built it. I know I need to sneeze so bad. There we go. Oh, I sneezed. Which map is being farmed? I have been super busy. The last stage of Act 1 of the Easter roadmap. You can farm it and eggs drop, and you can turn the eggs in for pulls on the stash. It costs 10 eggs to get one pull, a maximum of 5 pulls, but the drop rate is pretty bad. Like, it could cost you like 20 to 30 cans just to get one pull, which is 10 egg drops. It could probably cost you that much. You know, it could probably cost you more, to be honest. I don't mind at the moment. I've got a lot of cans. The issue is I'm going to have to start manualing it. I did the first one, and I'm way out of the salvage tokens now. That is a big problem for me. A big old problem. What do you think about Nick? I actually think Nick's pretty decent. I think he's good for people who are punching up, because he bypasses defense. You'll be able to one-shot pretty much any character in the game, but it won't be quick. So, I think that's absolutely fine. Nick is a great character for free-to-play, 100%. If you're a free-to-play, like strictly zero spend, and you get Nick, and you eventually get him to, you know, LB3, you're not going to have huge amounts of characters on your attack team, like characters like Lydia in the store right now are like a godsend. Nick's going to be amazing too. Really is. Already did it on manual after the first 10 eggs. Yikes. Bless you. Cheers. I never sneeze, but every now and again I just go into a sneezing fit while I'm streaming. It's like great. I think enough died to Angel. Does anyone die to Angel? I don't think I've ever seen Angel get a kill. She's frustrating to defeat, but she's not really a danger. She's just a problem to take out. But there are definitely some avenues to do that. I did make a video on a pretty easy way. Also, this new Eva character has some counter in her kit for her, so it's nice. You never know, they could. I think we've got a league reset coming soon enough. I think we're like halfway through the season, right? So you never know. They could be like, okay, maybe put in another basic ransack weapon. Doesn't have to be too crazy. She's a problem to take out for sure. Yeah, I mean that's her deal, right? She's just annoying to take out. Slow. That's the whole deal with her. I don't think she's a problem in a defense team. There's more problematic characters for me personally. Ones that could actually beat me. Straight up, like I could be defeated. Now, early on, sure, she was annoying because of the timeouts and stuff and people learning how to deal with her, but I think once people got to grips with it, It's just a slow down, making sure you time things correctly. 4 eggs already. Good luck. You can get, I think you can get 1 to 3 drops. Today is your last chance to farm the first set of eggs, the pink ones. After today, the pink ones will no longer drop throughout the event. Right? So if you haven't got the full 50, today's the day. And then tomorrow, the green eggs drop for 5 days. And then after those 5 days, the last 5 days, the bloody eggs drop for 5 days. Again, I went over all that in the old guide. Why did they give her a decent weapon if she barely uses it? My buddy got 50 eggs. Yeah, I got the 50 eggs as well. I just want to get as many pulls on the stash as I can. You know, the 50 eggs is basically giving you like $15, $20 worth of pulls because they're selling 5 pulls for like 15. My lieutenants are under level 150 and I pretty much die to every defense team with characters above level 1000. You need to create a team that doesn't rely on percentages then. And you've got a better chance of winning. Infection, maim, you know, these sort of things. And I think, honestly, they should probably create a character that is an entry-level character that is decent, that has infection on the kit, and is free to play. Man, I'm actually going to write this down because this is there's only a few styles of characters that can punch up even slightly. And infection's one, and Maim's the other. Maim's pretty much counted though. Burn and bleed are too, but they're pretty much counted too, unfortunately. Like half the things in the game are counted at the moment. Infection's the last real one. Even though most characters who have it only have like single target infection, it's still the last real one. How is it an option for either weapon to hit 2 additional enemies with critical damage to chapter 4? How is it an option? What do you mean? How many world energy refills did you use to get all 50 eggs? A bunch. 70, 80? It was more the salvage tokens that was an issue. The cans are not an issue. I probably got crates in my inventory with like, I can claim 200 world cans. I can do the 200 world cans right now, or whatever it is, the 100 world cans right now in the new bit shop. World cans not a bigger problem. Salvage tokens are, because all salvage tokens is save time, and I value my time more than anything. I don't want to be doing a row map for 4 hours to get 5 pulls. Just like I don't want to be warring on a weekend for like 20 hours to get like an extra 5,000 gold mythic tokens, you know? This is why I don't do this stuff, because it's just not worth my time. So salvage tokens hopefully will become a bit more abundant. They might rework the prestige system. That could be a feature that gets updated because prestige tokens are going away. And salvage tokens honestly would just be such a big boost. I mean, I'm talking like we should be getting like 50 a day. You know, I use them generally speaking, but when these events come up, you have to use them realistically. So, yeah. What's up, Zod6? Welcome to the stream. Is Michonne 2K better than Rick 2K? I know that the other 2Ks are alright. I mean, it's like apples and oranges, you know? You've got one command, defensive command versus one offensive. I mean, she is a very unique character. She does a lot of damage and she's a guardian shield. It is kind of cool. Which one do I use more? I strictly use Rick just in arenas right now and on my defense team for my towers. And Michonne 2K I only use in challenge run right now. So, you know, it's basically, it depends on the rest of your team. I think if you've got someone like Ghost, Rick suddenly becomes much better because you can rush town 1 with Ghost. Definite issue with salvage tokens. Don't have any left now. Yeah, it is rough. It is rough. And I kind of look at certain things in this game and just think that way. Like, all it would do is make me save time and use my base resources more. And basically do what the game's asking me to do anyway. Like, the game's asking you to get 50 eggs, right? It isn't like, when you've got 50 eggs, you're going to stop. So, why not just make that process faster? Why not allow me to get that done quicker with my resources? Surely it's better that 80% of your community spends 80 cans than 20% of your community spends 80 cans, because the other 60% less that didn't do it are like, nah, it's taking too long, I don't have the salvage tokens, it's manual, no, I'm not going to do it. Surely it's better that way. Because most of those people are probably not going to buy any offers, but at least they're using those resources and they're not stockpiling as much. Bronze should be infinite. Yeah, I kind of agree. Or maybe like introduce a new tier like iron, you know, and then make it 5% drop rate, or just not even a drop rate. I mean, I don't know if there needs to be like a drop rate bonus for potential drops or something, but yeah. And scope could charge for silver gold for the better drops. Bronze is just a quicker replay and not adding any benefit at the time. Wait, does bronze not have 10%? Isn't it 10%, 15%, 20%, or is it like literally 0, 10, 20? Do you think Easter Eva is worth grinding for? I wouldn't really say Eva's a grind except for the extra eggs. I would say you should, as a minimum, do top 125 in level ups solo. Top, well, hopefully your faction comes top 5, and complete the daily roadmap. And I think you can get like, you can get like 20, 30 pulls into the second stash that way. If your faction finishes higher, you're going to get more. If you finish higher, you're going to get more. In terms of how powerful Eva is as a character, I think she is powerful. The issue I've got right now is I've got like a number of characters I want to do guides and stuff on, like Eva and Nick, but I'm not necessarily, I'm running into the same issues that I had in the 6th era. I'm not necessarily going to use these characters that actively myself just because of the roster I've got, but to show these characters and do a guide, I would need to max them out, and to max them out I'm going to have to use lots of resources I don't have in abundance, mainly Maddox and Madeline's. I don't necessarily have to get them to like level 720 because my lieutenants is really good, so I could get them to like level 5, was it 525 or 575, and they're still going to be pretty good. I'm in stash 2 to 20 out of 10, 20 out of 10, 20 out of 100 pulls so far. Nice. There was a really good offer on the web portal. I'm not sure if it was there. It was like $10 for 15 pulls, so you could complete half the stash day one, and you got like, I think you got like 200,000 gold mythic tokens and stuff like that on top. That seemed like a pretty decent offer. Bronze has no added, silver is 10%. Okay, there we go. Maybe they could just add platinum then. They add it to the other end, make it 25% or something, and then they make bronze infinite, like you say. I 100% agree there. Or at least make it so that maybe like bronze no longer exists, but you can use a set limit per day, and let's say you can do it like 50 times a day. Maybe actually 50 is actually quite low, because that's just doing any stage 10 times on the ×5, right? So maybe like you can do it, you could do ×5 50 times, so that would be 50, 200, wait, 50, wait, my brain is hurting now, ×5, 50 times. Would that just mean you can 250 salvage tokens with bronze per day? Yeah, okay. I think that's reasonable. And then you'd have to spend your own stuff. So when it comes to these events, I could spend, and then that way I'd you know, I'd automatically, you know, spread it out a little bit more. That's a nice one. I mean, the only reason I say add a platinum one is just because, yeah, they could just make all your current bronze silvers, and then make the silver like a daily limit. Like, I think they do that in Marvel Strike Force. You can farm each stage in the game a certain amount of times, like 10 times every day. And stages have a certain chance to drop certain items to upgrade your characters. Basically. Okay, well this is gonna be quick. Only a couple more stages. Damn, I took the wrong team. Is this wild energy? Right, okay, we'll just do it anyway. Wasting 40 cannons to 2 pools of This is what I mean. I mean, I get it. I'm down. I did the same, you know. I don't like the new bit shot. I think there's definitely certain parts of it that I like, but there's certain parts of it I definitely don't like. It's just made me be way more. We were trying to find the right word in my last stream. Frugal, I think, was a good one. Way more stingy. I think it's going to be it. I'm going to be way more stingy with my gold mythic token expenditure now. Before, I would be much more willing to spend my gold mythic tokens, whereas now the stars have to align. It has to be perfect conditions. You know, I have to like lick my finger, put it in the air, and just be like, "Yeah, this is the one." Whereas now, if it doesn't even pass the eye test, I'm just like, nah, nah. Prudent. doesn't sound good enough. Stingy is the one, because I feel like that's the way it is. And as a content creator, it sucks. I want to be doing a gold mythic token pool video every month. My end of month pools videos now are going to be really trash, guys, because I'm going to have to really like hold on to these for maybe 2 months until I get a one that I definitely like. It feels bad. Last day to farm the Easter eggs. Yeah, the first part of the Easter eggs for sure. What's up, 8page? Your thoughts on the new specialist skill? I've talked about it a little bit on today's stream. I'm probably gonna do some content on it. I've actually got a cool idea. I'm gonna flow it out to some of the other content creators, but how you guys feel about like collabs? I don't do them too often, but how do you guys feel about like collabs between content creators, even if it's just chatting? It isn't something that you don't have the opportunity to do it in RTS that often, honestly. The gameplay doesn't really promote it, so it can be difficult, but talking about topics is a chance, and I think this is a good opportunity, honestly. See you later, Zotix. And if the next gold rush is when Kenny arrives, you'll probably skip that one too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It probably would be like after Telltale. That's why I'm thinking like it could be like over a month away, which is rough. Yo, did I just die to reflect on Kenny? Oh, burn. Okay. What is that burn? Yo, what is that burn? Why does that exist? Why is that here? I just like what? Where does that come from? What is that burn, bro? It's gonna be reduced, but like that's 170k burn down to 33k because of William. What is that burn? I think I should still beat this stage, but what is that? Unless these guys have crazy stats, I should be okay. Oh yeah, they're only hitting me for 500. They're hitting me for 500, but they're burning me for 170k. Yo. The next character that comes out, it's gonna be a walker with like a torch in its hand, just like running at you. It's a new tie lead, guys. You heard it here first. 170k burn to 2 enemies. That is that. The bomb walkers. What kind of number is that though? That is some crazy number. Oh, these are reflect, right? Yeah, silent reflects. Lock and Sex or Lock and Mr. C. It'd probably be more of like a round table conversation. It might be like... It'd probably be more than just me and one other person. I think the 2 people collabs are fun, but it's like a bit more basic. It doesn't create a proper conversation. It feels more like an interview, which I don't think is great. I've done them before. They were okay, but I felt myself like trying to interview the other person a lot of the time. When I was trying to get their opinion, I was trying to coax it, rather than it just being more of a natural conversation. I can really only buy one. If you were given a choice, would you get the Sniper Mission Unlocked, Clem Pass, or Battle Pass? Definitely I would not do the Sniper Mission if I had to choose from those 3. If you can only buy one... I mean, you have another 40 days to buy the Clem Pass if you want to buy the Clem Pass, James. Right? There's also going to be another Battle Pass. So if you want to buy a Battle Pass, you've got to decide which Battle Pass you want to get. Whether it's down to the characters. The next Battle Pass is likely to have a Telltale character involved, because they have teased that a little bit. So whether you're really into Telltale, you know, it could be like a Telltale Battle Pass. I got burned, yeah. The burn was taking me out a couple of times yesterday. I did auto a stage once on one of the previous Walker weekends and came back to being defeated. I was just like, and I actually did it again and then just autoed it and couldn't see how it possibly could have happened. So I guess it could have been the burn. It's possible. Lock, Text, Moon, and Mr. C would be much off-topic talking. Yeah, that's the only issue I'd have is, like, I'll be honest, I'm 100% fine with just talking crap about some of the other content creators. I know them well enough that we're just having a laugh, but sometimes Moon can just talk, man. That guy knows how to just talk. People say that I talk a lot, but oh my god, Moon can, like, fill time, man. And it isn't necessarily always good for like a content. It can kill a period of a video. On his own content, it's fine because it's him. He's meant to be talking. But in a conversation, it can sometimes be like, "Yo, Moon." I can sometimes get the feeling, just Moon, just shut up, bro. Just because he can just go on about something for a bit too much. Yo, what's up, Tex? What's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Tex, what? Yeah, I was talking about potential collabs. I didn't actually name names, but everyone was mentioning you and Moon and stuff. Well, I mean, there's only a few names that they could mention, I guess, but yeah. Do you think the Kevlars are worth going for? What you mean for the pulls? If you want to get pulls, go for it. You don't get any gold mythic tokens back. That's the only downside of the gold rush. But if you look at that gold rush and you're like, okay, I do 50 pulls, I get the 50 pulls, I get the tokens, and then you look at that wheel and you're like, I like a lot of these characters, then it sounds good to you. For me, it was a very small amount of characters that were good for me, and it was also characters I don't really care about that much. You know, they would make certain parts of my team stronger, but it's just my defense team. My defense team is already decent, you know? And defense teams are a little bit more like revolving door when it comes to which characters are strong, you know, and when they're strong. Whereas attack team characters are much harder to come by, so I kind of try and hold off for attack team boosts for myself. On replay, it's not always the same walker types. Burn gets you on the first try, and on replay, yeah, exactly. I couldn't work it out, so I guess it was burn. I guess it was burn. Tech says yes, and then Tech says no. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. I only hope for a TWD RTS YouTube allegiance. I mean, we had one of those in War of Champions at one point. For fun. There is like a YouTube allegiance to a certain extent on the test server. It's called the YouTube Mafia. Because we got called the YouTubers Mafia at one point for some reason by a group of people. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know. We just roll with it. Is Nick actually worth going for? It just feels like the main isn't worth it. I mean, he can one-shot any character in the game if you build him correctly. It won't be quick, but if you're someone who doesn't have, like, if you're a returning player, I will say like Nick is S tier. Like, he is probably one of the best characters in the game if you're coming back to the game, because he's going to be better for you than pretty much any damage dealer in the game is, because most damage dealers are going to rely on things you don't have, like a lieutenant system. Whereas Nick doesn't fully rely on that. It will improve him, but like his damage only needs to bypass one of their defensive stats, which is HP, which is actually lower than defense at the moment. Most people are stacking defense up to like crazy numbers, and then HP's at like 35 to 45k in a lot of cases. And also there's just the extra rewards in the battle pass that are nice, you know. Are there no more letter grades in the game? No. Now we just have a number grade aura. It's just a number. The letter grades got removed a long time ago, just because it was confusing, and like I could have an S team and you could have an S team, and it was hard to know which one was better. Whereas now, it's purely a number thing. So that's basically it. I can show you after this stage. Generally speaking, the number doesn't represent like your best team, but like the things that affect it are mods, weapons, how tiered up a character is, how many skills you've got unlocked on a character. So certain characters I might only have like 4 of their 6 skills unlocked, because 2 of them they don't need or aren't very good for them, but they won't be deemed as powerful because I haven't fully unlocked them. But they're still, you know, they're not going to get any more powerful offensively. Like who hit? Like for instance, Conrad here, the leader I'm using. I've got 2 of his passives that I have not unlocked, and he's going to be deemed less effective by the game because of that. But the passive that I haven't unlocked is really basic. I can't remember exactly what it does, but it doesn't really do much. I think all these other guys I've got them maxed though. I think the reason they changed it to numbers as well is so that you could compete. You know, there is ego wars in this game. It's pretty heavy ego stuff, but you know, you can have one player trying to get the higher rating in their faction on a defense team or something like that. You know, squeeze out every ounce of stat. 3% upgrade means 10s or 100s less points in the team grades. I think team grade should determine something in war, though. If someone's got a team grade of like 1400 and I beat it with a team grade of 1000, surely I should get more points for that. maybe not towards the like versus, like in terms of who wins the war, but like surely I should get some bonus points for my faction or something, or for myself, just for the fact that I just beat someone that was effectively much better than my team. I'm almost tempted to get Shivas in the middle shot, just at a chance for William. I mean, it wouldn't be a chance. You would just get William. You just have to medal Shiva. Grade 5 William's good. But Shiva's a 90% character. Like, so if you ever do pulls, you're more likely to get her. The ones you want to claim are Ezekiel. If you haven't got Zeke, that's the one you want to get from the store because he is a kingdom character. He'll do exactly the same as Shiva, but he's a 10% character. Much harder to come by. Do you think this game is new player friendly? I think Simply said no. I think for various reasons though. I think the path to the end game is very, very bad. I think the initial path is bad to keep people engaged. I think it's reasonably decent for returning players. Someone who's like level 100 or 150, even if they haven't played since like the 6-star era. Because their level's higher, that part and their town's already fairly built up. That is one of the bits that is nuts. So they should either like give people half a town pre-built when they start the game, or maybe give people like a level 10 town hall straight away. Or just, I think the easier way to do it would just be change the time curve and change the material required curve for the first like 15 to 25 levels of building stuff. So that, let's say it takes like, honestly, I would say it takes like 20% of the time. Maybe even less, you know? I think people should be able to get a level 20 armory in like 2.5 to 3 months, not like the year it takes right now. I buy 3 Shivas and 2 Zekes and get William to break 1. Yep, that's good. I got Zeke maxed and Zachary maxed. I don't have the blue guy, that's a bodyguard or Shiva. You mean Cliff? Yeah, Cliff, yeah. Cliffity Doodah. But yeah. LB3, William is great for a defense team for at the moment. Really good. I think he's pretty much this only character that's like the staple of most defense teams. And it's because he does the bleed burn reduction, and then obviously he does the AP gain. The AP gain's crazy. Did I start another stage? I think I did. I do apologize. I did. I'll speed this up. Because it isn't a Walker team. Even though Kenny should be ripping these guys to shreds. I don't get it. Like, he should be killing one and then killing 4 at the same time. Okay, there we go. He hits the head shoots. Did they ever go through with merging regions? Yeah. They did merge some regions. I'm going to get burnt again, aren't I? Unless I get it blocked. No, it's not going to be blocked. I get burnt. How much burn is it? Oh, no, I don't. I don't know. But yeah, they did merge some regions. Maybe about, I think they merged about 20. And they did groups between, I think, 2 and 4. And they merged them together. And it was generally like non-English speaking servers. So like they merged multiple Spanish servers together, multiple Korean servers together, that sort of thing. Marcus is so evasive. I have yet to see one. He's kind of weird. He was in the meta when he was a promo for people who pulled, and obviously that means you're not going to see him that much. And then by the time he became accessible, he kind of fell off. But I still think he's powerful. The issue is now is this like very heavy hitting alert character out right now. Are you saying sorry just because I said to take in a good Walker team? I'm not saying sorry. What did I say sorry about? I did take in a good Walker team. But for some reason it switched my team when I went to the next roadmap. I'll do the last one just so I remember to do it. This will be a bit faster because they all got crit. I'm going to do my Eva pulls as well today. I think I've got maybe another 15. So I might be able to complete the first stash. We shall see. Also, I have claimed my Clementine hats and stuff, and I'm up to like 700 of her shards, so we're quite close to getting the first one. I could pick up the first one if I bought the pass right now, but like I said, I'm going to hold off on getting the pass for a little bit. I mean, it'll probably be the end of the month until I'm sure I can get it, but also content-wise and yeah. Do you have prayer? No. No. I probably have a decent team to use her in. I have like Davey LB3, Vance LB3, Andre LB3, Angel LB3. So I guess I have a pretty decent team I could put together, but super tanky, like, you know. Oh, there are 2 times I said it, yeah. I mean, it just auto-filled. I didn't auto-fill, but like it automatically chose the team when I switched to the Legro map for some reason. Okay, let me just show you the number system. And like when you go to your leagues, you can see you've got a grade battle bonus. I've nearly got the highest grade. I guess I could try and get it. You need 13,500 grade to get the best multiplier for your stuff. The fact that I haven't got it just spells like stronger characters on the way sort of deal, but you know. So like my current defense team is this, which is 12,497, but I think some of these characters aren't maxed. I don't think I maxed Zeke. I don't think I've got his pain split unlocked. And obviously I've got not the best weapons in their hands. Like these weapons up here, I've got a higher weapon score by like 32, and that's what actually counts. So like if I go back in here, 12,497, and then we give a 32 boost, it goes up to 12,517. So by giving a 32 boost, I got a 20-point boost in my score. However, that weapon is, you know, not very good for that defense team. It's just a strong attacks weapon. It's defensive, but it's a strong attacks weapon. Not too good for that team. Whereas absolute defense is nuts. It's just it's not going to get as high a grade. Let me see what team I could potentially do. Okay, this is the Atlanta team that I put together for funds. I guess a lot of tough characters. Tough, because you get all the bonuses from this. And I think all these guys are maxed, and you want to use as many on the left hand side as possible. So I should actually use her, because they're higher like base stats. I think I maxed all these characters. Maybe not this dude actually. Okay, okay, not really. I think I've maxed her. Oof. I'll do one more point. I'm not gonna spend an extra trainer there. I think I maxed her. Okay, she is completely maxed. I think he is not. Yeah, so you can see because all these are low, I'm gonna get less grade. And because I have to use tough characters, I'm just and we'll just use Zeke, I guess. Or I could use him. And let's see what happens. 12,523. So I've scored 1,000 more points from somewhere. I don't even know where. Maybe it's my attack team. I don't know. Or 600 or something. I think my highest score is like 13,200. But that's me just proper trying to get a higher score. I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. You should be fine with the matchmaking. I started playing again after 6 years. Yeah, I think coming back is going to be an experience. As long as you've got some of your town built already, you're just going to have an advance over starting again, you know. It's generally worthwhile. Generally. I think I've done everything now. Walker legs, walker challenge, egg hunt's done. Let's quickly do this. I can do my pulls for either. There's just one stage of walkers. Okay. They were handing out gold mythics like candy on Christmas. We don't know they could make Lee free to play. I mean, sure, in terms of the actual character themselves. Since the beginning of Telltale, I've just been under the assumption that it would be kind of the same as NWO. You know, one free to play, one battle pass, 3 promos, mythic trial. Any active regions? I mean, you could create minis in other regions to check them out if you want. War's going to be next weekend, and you can just check out how people are doing in War. In your own region or in other regions that are going to be competing with you, because it's generally like 8. I think it's like 8 to 16 regions in the War now. Do an autofill, see what the game thinks are your best tunes. The poor bound weapons might skew it some. Almost more DDC, yeah. And skills. It's gonna have Sawyer up there. I think Sawyer. I don't think Sawyer's maxed, but he is high level. It's just gonna be that team, right? Because I get that team all the time in my yeah. I get that team all the time in my what's it called? In my SR stages. Yeah, this is my SR stage team, which is rough because they do no damage. Angel nothing, Sawyer nothing, Cliff basic attacks only, Zeke basic attacks only, Steve basic attacks and signature move. No, basic attacks on rush. So it's like it's just like yo. So what's the grade? I mean, that's 400 lower than what I've managed to get to. I don't know how. I think it was an attack team. That's where I've spent a lot of my resources, to be honest. I think I've maxed trader. So let me just put together an attack team. This is where I've used, like, where I've got gold medal characters, gold medal spent as well. Did I max this dude? No, I haven't done it. Again, there we go. That's a perfect example. He is a perfect example. He does not need any of his skills, any of his passives increased to make him a better damage dealer. Nothing actually makes him a better damage dealer in any of his passives, so it's pointless to upgrade anything if you want to increase his damage. But he's seen as a worse character because I haven't done that. I'm going to put Kenny in here, and I did max her, but is her kit maxed? Damn. She is. Almost. And then who's the leader? Trader. Oh damn, it looks like he's low tier. I would have thought he was high tier. Oh, have I not got tough selected? I do. Oh, he's not is he a controller? Is Trader a controller? Oh, he is.
Feels good.
Hey, Mr. Oracle, thank you very much. 17 months membership. Thank you so much, bruv. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Seren? Welcome to the stream as well. I hope your weekend's going good too. Let me see how many tough characters I got here. Okay. I don't know if these weapons mean anything, but find out. I think this will be the team. There we go. That's about as high as I can get. 291. Don't think I can actually get higher. Actually, I think one of Lydia's passives isn't maxed. It's like her second half of contamination yet. Maybe one of hers isn't? Nope. He's completely maxed now, right? Yeah, he wasn't maxed for a little while. So it's very little I can do. Oh, she's not modded. That might make a difference. Let me just mod her. Doesn't matter too much how I mod her. I just need to have 15s maybe. I'm not sure. Terrible mod selection. Just ones that I probably won't want to use. Does that make it go up? It does. Oh, yo. We're close. She might not be fully modded. She is. We're only like 100 points off. I guess it could come down to like this weapon. 642 versus like 670, 690, 660, 650. So like 20 more points here. I know it's not actually going to bring me that much. Maybe I just like put in who don't I put in that mod maybe. Don't know if that makes a difference. 46419. Has anyone got gold mods here? Oh, they're all plat modded. So like I'm nearly at, I only need to get like 81 more points and I'd have maxed it. But my guess is a character like Kenny is adding a lot more points than someone like Lydia or Mirabelle or Michonne. Just because he's a much more recent promo. Much more recent. So like, let's see. 13419. What's 20% of that? Is 2,600 and 82. 2,682. So it should go down to 11,000, 10,700 and something. It'd be 10,700 and something, but if it goes lower than 10,700, he's way more than 20% of that score. Yo, he goes down to 500, so he's quite a big boost. He's like 10% more than what the 20% score was versus these other characters. Let's see what she is. She's under the average. She's under 20%. Lastly, yeah, she's around the same as Kenny actually. 5,300 down to. She's on the average and Trader's below average. Okay, so maybe Mirabelle's was the issue. Maybe Mirabelle was the issue. Maybe I can still do this. Let me have a little try again. She was fine. Trader's not good, but he's giving the leader skill. I think, honestly, she would do the business. Because she's got a really good weapon, too. And she's strong. So, like, she's already got a good weapon base. She's not modded. She's not really modded. I don't know if the level of these count, to be honest. Stop. Just what mods? Go for crit. And I don't remove. Okay, this one's a 1. I would have to fiddle. I think I need to get like one more character basically. Get them raw stats. Angel cleanses maim too, right? This is correct. If you check out my counter guide to Angel, though, I show how you can still kill her with maim. You have to have someone like Wang Fa or someone who has a impair, so that when she rushes, you can impair her. Even though she cleanses it, you can still impair her, then do a lot of maim damage to her, and she won't gain any AP. She'll cleanse the impair, gain the AP from her specialist skill, but it won't be enough to rush, and then you just do more maim the next turn. You have to do it like that. It's slow, but she can get one shot by someone like Nick. I think she can get one shot by Nick. Okay, let's do my pool. I might have like a free token because my Survivors Club. I'm not sure if I claimed it today. Guess I claimed it. Guess I claimed it. Okay. Let's do the pools. Let's do the pools. How many have I got? 12. I don't think that's enough to finish the first stash. Hit the like button, 50 watching. I do appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. Thanks for the reminder to go farm eggs. All good. All good. Go hate yourself. Manually farm eggs or use all your tokens. Okay, 7 more. I'll get up to 26. And then the current level up will get me the first stash done. All good. I just want to get Eva so I can grade 5 her. And then I'm going to have to identify which skills I think are like vital for her to actually be a character. I don't think, this is actually kind of funny, I don't think she needs any of her passives to do damage. Agility doesn't work for her. Oh no, she's not a damage dealer. Okay, she's a medic. So yeah, I don't think anything amplifies her damage, except like she might have a passive that like gives her bonus. Damn, we're not going to get her anyway. This doesn't even matter. I'm just talking for the sake of it. But we'll check her. We'll check her. Let's go to the Ascension Tower. Let me see. Okay, the healing's obviously not going to do any damage. At the start of each turn, 100% chance this character gets a Guardian Shield, no damage. At the start of each turn, 80% chance an enemy with tank roll gets minus 50% defense one turn. That's nice. The start of this, yeah, none of it's damage except this one has a bit of chance for damage amplification. So if you're low on supplies, you don't have to do anything. Improves chance Amp's gonna proc in Spirit. Improves chance she's gonna survive and obviously counters certain things like Bide in Tasty Treats. Tank down is just nice. Lots of tanks around at the moment. Improves her damage output or her team's damage output. And the self heal is survivability. I don't think it does anything for her specialist skill though. I don't think it does anything. Because she has to be 100% HP at the beginning of the turn, not when her passives proc. I only have luck killing her with Eve, stealing her 100 death bonus, and hitting her with Lydia's AR. I mean, I showed the counter video. It was a great call out, and it was brought to my attention in one of my streams. This guy like hard counters Angel. Signature move removes all positive effects. Passive. When this character starts their turn, one enemy with the tank roll gets minus 40% defense for one turn. Guaranteed. So if you leave her till last, this is always going to hit Angel. And you just have to do the signature move and then everything you have left over just, you know, blow up the character. Issue is that if they have the elusive up and you can't gain AP and stuff, you're going to have to do this twice, which takes ages. That's about it. In the second stash, the rate for Eva is 1%. Yep. I still down the last two passives. I think her heal passive might go off before her skill. No, it doesn't. I tested it. I'm pretty sure I tested it in that video. Or at least I said I tested it. But I mean, I definitely max her out. If you think you're going to use her, definitely. But it means I can do a guide video on her without maxing her out and just still show how powerful she is. My one's only grade 4 at the moment, though. Mine's only grade 4. It's cool because, like, I think when you max her out, yeah, look, the weapon gets the stickers. The weapon visuals are now tied to her character's tiers rather than the upgrades of the weapon, which is interesting. Because before, because this is max tier as a weapon, you can see visually on the weapon, you can see the visuals. But on the character, it's not got the same visuals because it's tied to her limit break now. That's why you had, what's this dude's name? Steve. Go through quite a lot of visual changes, and then Limit Break 3 gets the scythe in his hands and the shotgun on his back rather than the other way around. Like the art on the left hand side. Pretty cool. You're going to get it $10 off on the portal. The offers I'm going to be getting next, the Battle Pass. The next Battle Pass. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this Battle Pass and Clementine's Pass. Those are the ones I want to get. Those are the ones I'm prioritizing. But just in terms of timing, it's decent timing for me. End of the month, when I should get some money through. And I generally have enough money to make a couple of small purchases. Like last month, I bought some clothes. I haven't bought clothes in ages. Fresh garms is nice. Nothing too crazy, just t-shirts and sweatpants sort of deal. I'm still down the last two passives. Well, I mean, you can't do the last two till LB3 anyway. Do you think Ghost is good at LB1? Should I focus on other tunes? I kind of recall him being LB2, right? Okay, his rush is fast. 66 AP is still fine. Just gets faster. He doesn't get as much crosshairs. But that's not a bigger problem. His kills are decapped anyway. His signature move is as powerful as it can be. And he gets agility to LB1. I think he's still powerful at LB1. He's just his stat will be lower. I think he has pretty good attack stat, but his stat will be lower. So yeah, it looks like he's like LB1. LB1 is fine. Because that's where he gets this boost, the damage boost. Without that 200% boost, it's a 300% rush and it's not very good. So LB1 and then more LBs equals just better. But LB1 minimum. So I think he should be usable. He should be usable. Should be. Yeah, let me have a little quick peek around, guys. The roadmap has got 3.5 hours left. Remember, it only drops from this stage here. Act 1, stage 4, but just to 100% confirm that one without just potentially giving you false information. If you click on where to find and then you click go, it should take you to the stage that it's doing. It doesn't tell me that it's on stage 4, but it says Act 1 at the top. I assume it's stage 4. Okay, you can see at the top, Act 1, stage 4. That's the one I farmed. The drops are still going to be the same. Now, after 3 hours, 3.5 hours, this next one's going to unlock. This one. Rabbit Foot token number 2. And then you got these like broken green eggs. They're called green eggs, and these are called pink eggs, and then these ones are called bloody eggs. Okay. And you got the green eggs. Just click. Make sure you click where to find first, and then click go next to the stage that it's on. Remember, you have to complete the roadmap to be able to unlock the stage to farm it. It could be the same one again, but just do it this way the first time, or at least make sure you read what people tell you to farm. If you just farm a random stage, it's not going to drop. I mean, you could get lucky, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely. And what else we got? Oh yeah, this roadmap's Closing into the finish. I need to do this. Get some middles. Get some middles. And after this weekend, guys, on Monday, I'm going to do my pull for this. Good luck when you do your Kevlar recruit pull, okay, guys? Everyone's going to get one of these free pulls from the current event, as long as you've been on top of it. The third leg roadmap, this is the second one. The third one gives a token. Actually, you don't have to be on top of it. You could just miss the first 2 days and do the third day and still get the pull, right? Because it's just the reward on the stage. You don't need to have done the first ones to do this one. I didn't need to do the first one to come do this one. I just had to make sure to do the daily. So it's actually quite forgiving. Even if you missed the other thing, you're just going to miss out on gold mythic tokens and stuff if you miss the first 2 days. Which isn't too bad. No worries, Kathy. Thanks for dropping in. What's up, Glenn? Tuning in right at the end of this little stream. Just a little reminder stream about the egg hunt farming. And just have a little chat. Just to have a little chat. I might have some interesting content out tomorrow, guys. Just saying. Just saying. Make sure you stay tuned for the content that's coming out tomorrow. And maybe a pretty good week ahead of content if I manage to keep on top of things. I've got some ideas. Like I say, potentially some collabs and stuff if I talk people into it. We'd need to actually do that stuff pretty quickly, to be honest. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of my stream today. Make sure you farm the roadmap if you need to. Farm the roadmaps on the reset. You might, if you need to do manual farms, I'd get on manual farms as early as possible in the next reset, to be honest. But that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning into this little mini bonus stream. Hope you have a great weekend. Good luck on your Kevlar recruit pool. That is the end of my stream. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.